Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Ingrid Perez, immigration attorney at IBP Immigration Law. And today I received a fantastic question from a viewer. I have a PhD, ranked in the 95th percentile for peer reviews, published 5 first author papers in peer-reviewed journals. I have a total citation count of around 100, and I have a big idea, certainly, of economic importance to the USA. I don't want to waste money just by applying unless my prospects is certain. So what do you think based on my experience? I love this question. So I am going to break it down and give you all of my thoughts. Is I completely understand when people want certainty, but one thing that you should understand, and it's written in the regulations, that EB-2 NIWs and EB-1As, these self-petitions, they are discretionary benefits. So no ethical attorney can guarantee results. But I think that an attorney who has done this quite a bit may be able to sort of anticipate whether or not your case will be good. And that's something that I tell clients all the time, that based on what you are providing, I think you have a pretty good chance, So never ethically can we provide a guarantee or say it's going to get a guarantee approval or anything like that. But going back into the meat of this question, right? Based on this person's accomplishments, PhD, lots of peer reviews, a few papers in peer-reviewed journals, quite a few citations, about 100 or so, I can tell that this person is probably very well positioned to advance whatever endeavor they want to partake here in the United States, right? So if this person is going to be classified or presented to immigration as a researcher, we know that they have a history of actively researching. We know that they have a history of citations and doing peer reviews, and they have a history of scientific work. So I think that looks very good here for this person. However, for an EB-2 NIW, I think the crucial element here isn't just about your past success, but also what you are endeavoring to do. What do you plan to do, right? They're not going to give you a green card just for what you have already done. You have to show that you're going to continue doing your work in the United States. I think that this idea of a big economic impact endeavor in the United States is very good. I am curious to find out what else your endeavor will do, what other benefits you will bring about. So for example, are you going to be advancing scientific knowledge? Are you going to be doing specific type of research for something, right? I think for the purposes of an EB-2 national interest waiver, that will go really right hand in hand with the decision that immigration follows, which is matter of Danasar. In that case, Dr. Danasar had a proposed endeavor to continue advancing research and development in propulsion systems that would be used for U.S. defense and things like that. So if your endeavor is to continue research for something that is already of very important strategic interest for the United States, I would say that that's a pretty good endeavor. Of course, I would love to dig more and have a conversation with this person to find out exactly, the type of research that they're doing, so we can explore that more. So that's how I would approach this, right? Of course, sometimes I submit researcher cases without letters of recommendation, right? Or testimonial letters, as I like to call them. It just sort of depends on the specifics of the case, because here the citations would speak for themselves. If these are high-ranking journals, that would speak for itself. If this person has a lot of peer reviews and were invited to perform these peer reviews, that is also really great evidence for a case like this. And a lot of times people may qualify for both an EB-1A and an EB-2 national interest waiver. The best petition for you is really depends upon a more individualized assessment of your background, of what you intend to do, the types of evidence that you can provide to your attorney, and, obviously the risk that you're willing to take, because like I said before, these things are discretionary and they are not guaranteed. However, if you want to talk to me, if you want to have me analyze your profile and dig a little bit deeper, please access the link in my bio. I'd be happy to take a look. There's a questionnaire there that you can fill out. Send me your Google Scholar, send me your resume. I would take a look and let you know my thoughts and maybe invite you to speak to me. All right. My name is Ingrid Perez. I'm an immigration attorney at IBP Immigration Law, and thank you so much for watching.